He's just getting, like, totally lost of a queen here. And there's no way out that I can see. Well, again, you know, he might have rook takes c3. I don't know how that's going to help him. Maybe bishop b6, knight d7. No, that doesn't really do it either. Well, bishop b6, knight d7, a3, rook takes c3. No, sorry, bishop b6. Yeah, I mean, no, he's lost because if rook b8, bishop c7. Actually, knight b6, knight d7. Man, I can't talk. Yeah, knight d7. Is this really going to save him? Takes the pressure off of e4. He's going to threaten to play. Yeah, knight d7 is actually a good move for him. I maybe even made a mistake here. He's going to play knight c5. It's not like a fatal mistake for me, but I can't really trap his queen. The point is knight d7, a3, rook takes c3. What about that? A takes b, rook takes d3, bishop takes d3, knight takes. Then we would end up with equal pieces, and I'd even be down a pawn, or down 2 pawns. That's not good. No, that's not right. Knight d7, a3, rook takes c3, a takes b, rook takes d3, bishop takes d3, knight takes b6. Okay, so we're again in a situation where he's down the exchange. Sometimes it's hard to calculate, you know, and count the pieces on the board. Welcome to my Twitch stream. Check out my YouTube. It's Video Chess Training. I wanted to upload a new original content video yesterday. Worked on it for 2 hours, and I got the blue screen of death. So, disappointed to say it won't be out till today. I think ChessBase or Chess Engines are causing the blue screen of death. Maybe just the RAM, my computer has a problem, but we'll see. Sorry for the delay. Definitely like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Send me a follow here on Twitch. We'll be doing like live streams, probably 2 weeknights. Rook b8. Rook b8 is just not good. So I could do, well, really just a3. So knight d7 was the only move. He's losing too much material here. Hi Corey, what's up? Picked off a queen. It is possible to play on the queen side in the same as King's Indian. It is possible to castle queen side in the King's Indian. Troll will hopefully be our only troll today. AF trolly. But we're prepared for trolls. Now, I'm going to take with the queen. And let's do a material count. We've got a queen for a piece. Does that seem right? I think that's too much. Well, he's got 2 pawns and a piece for a queen. The queen c7 paralyzes him. Forces him to play the awful move, knight c8. When he's practically in Zugzwang. His rook can't move. His other rook can't move because it's protecting. He can't play something like rook f7. He can't play knight e8. So we can play h4 with the idea of bishop h3. Maybe h4 g5 is his only chance. Bishop h3 is a knockout and simple. G5, pawn takes pawn. It's like opening up his king side for the fatal assault. G5, pawn takes pawn, knight G5. About with the knight on B3, yeah. That's right, left and run. He has some tricks. B4 now. Nope, that's not going to cut it. I have knight C4. And he has knight takes E4. But I don't think knight takes E4 is going to be enough. Though I missed something here. I missed rook B5. I thought I had bishop H3, but it's not that convincing. So he's threatening rook C5. He's threatening knight takes E4. So I probably need to play knight takes D6 now. I'm on his rook. This should be good enough. So guys, any chess questions or comments, welcome here. What do you think about the tournament going on in the Netherlands now? Magnus Carlsen dominating with 6.5 points over there. I was creating a video for YouTube, which I talked about a minute ago, and it is regarding that tournament, the Tata tournament. There's some really good games from that event, and I'm going to bring one of those this week, actually tomorrow or today, probably today, to my YouTube channel. Really cool game. You'll love it. So we're going to play some 15-minute chess today. We'll try to play Blitz 2. We had a Blitz game against Papawao. Now, I could take on G6 here, but I'm thinking also about checking to encourage his king into the corner, maybe. But I think it's really not that big of a difference. This move, now if knight F2, the point is rook F, rook G1. So, obviously not enough counterplay for black here. I want to bring back C group. This is fatal for black, obviously. Carlsen just stronger than everybody. I'm not a huge Magnus fan, just because of stylistic reasons, but you know, it's hard to argue with the fact that the guy is probably the best player in the world. Now what do we do? Our rook's hanging. I don't want to get too fancy here. And his knight is trapped, is it not? Looks trapped. So I think we can simply pick it off calmly, winning a rook with rook d2, or knight, whatever it is. But you know, I've played a lot. The other day, a guy was asking, "Do I know any chess legends?" You know, and I don't know why. I just automatically associate, like, when you say chess legends, I automatically associate, you know, older, like, historical chess legends. I mentioned the fact that I know Lajos Portish. But you know, if we're talking about like modern chess legends, you know, I've played Carlsen. You know, I've played many games against Nakamura, and I've played Aronian. So I've played a lot of the modern chess legends. For me, you know, it's hard when you first play these people when they're younger than you to remember that they're chess legends now. All right, play for mate. I had a famous game with Carlsen, famous in my history because it's related to a very funny anecdote which I'm going to publish someday, and it's too long a story to tell here on the Twitch stream. But Magnus and I had a funny game. It was a rapid chess game, and you can imagine that time was a big factor, as usual. It was a queen and 7 pawns versus queen and 7 pawns ending. How often do you get that? I mean, how often is I'm gonna let him play rook takes b2. All right, we'll let him play rook takes b2. I don't think he can stop the mate here. Let's see. I'm just trying to find something fancy, but I don't see it. Maybe bishop f5 is the simplest. So Magnus against me, I was white. It was a queen ending with 7 pawns each. I had this vortex of pawns like h2, g3, f4, e5, something like that. Both sides, and he, we're both in time pressure, but he had more time. And maybe it was a draw, but just too fast. So he plays really well. He's been, but he's been a great technical player since the beginning. Even when he was a young GM, like when I played him, he was, he didn't play like a single tactic the whole game. It's very simple, keeping the position, playing for a minimal edge. Keeping ahead on the clock. He had like a 3-minute clock advantage against me. So, not exciting. Though he is playing some exciting games sometimes. And I like his, will to win. His team is very strong. So that's huge. All right. So took out Trolley, rated 2020. Welcome everybody to the stream. We got another guy from Sweden. They're lining up. White Dragon, 21-21. Now we're getting serious, and that's pretty strong. Although you don't know, you might occasionally run into a provisional. I prefer not to research my opponents too much for these games. He's thinking. We've had maybe one player bail out and abort the game lately. Alright, we've been playing a lot of knight f3, c5s with black. I thought we'll play English defense against c4. It seems like a much more popular move order, knight f3. You guys like my Santa Claus mug? But 21-21 in this time control seems pretty strong, but not overwhelmingly strong. I mean, I'm rated 21-35 based on like 20-some games. Well, actually more. But I don't remember. In the beginning, I was playing poker, and what I used to do when I was playing poker full time sometimes was to play a 15-minute game. On the side, when I was kind of trying to keep my concentration level high, I would actually, it sounds weird to like multitask something else, but when I felt I was in danger of getting bored and my mind was like kind of nodding off, so I actually had a pretty low 15-minute rating when we started off here because I lost just millions of games on time. I just didn't care about my rating. We transposed here to a hedgehog, which is something I started to do recently. I'm a little bored with these lines of like bishop b4. Actually, it doesn't even make sense here to play bishop b4. He played knight and gd2 very early. Usually they play like g3 in this position. So white's best move here is clearly d4. Transposing. You think Magnus is a brute force player? I think he could have become more of a brute force player, but he's becoming more of a brute force player.